And there is an amazing lineup of speakers, and you can book your PD at sea now by putting down a $200 deposit. Attend the Sail Away Party Thursday, July 6th in Port Canaveral at 6 p.m. in preparation for Cruising Friday. You will return Monday, July 10th at 8 a.m. Scan the QR code now to sign up. You don't want to miss it.
Hey, welcome to the Teacher Goals podcast. This is your host, Erica Terry. So happy to be here with you all tonight. We have special guest, educator, administrator, children's book author. He's doing it all. Jeff Kubiak. We're going to be talking about how to teach kindness and manners, and we're going to be talking about his brand new children's book, Monsters Have Manners. So I'm super excited about this conversation tonight. I see you all are already in the chat and I'm loving it. And so I want you to tell me where you're from, your role in education. And for those of you that have any St. Patty Day plans or any fun things happening over the weekend or in the next couple of weeks, I want to hear about them. I love to live through you guys. So for those of you where this is your first time joining us, we roll like this. Let me give you a quick overview. So in a few minutes, I'll be bringing Jeff up and I'll ask him some questions. The beauty about joining us live is that our guests always answer your questions as well. And so as you're listening to the discussion, if you have any questions at all, feel free to put them in the chat. And at the very end of the interview, I will come back to them and ask him every single question that you put out there. So make sure that you ask your questions and put them in the chat. And then last but not least, I'm super excited to share that he is giving away copies of his brand new book, Monsters Have Manners. And so we are going to be giving those books away to some of our engaged audience members. So if you haven't already got into that chat, make sure you get into it. And so I'm going to shout out Dr. Marcia Powell. She was first. Hello, good evening to Patricia. Super excited that you all are here. Hello to Lakeisha. So happy that you're here. We have Nalia from Durham. Hello. We have a pair here from New England as Henson. Welcome. We have New Jersey in the house. Welcome to Patricia. We have someone from Brazil. Hello. We have B. Raynard Smith from Florida. Welcome. We have someone from Hong Kong with us tonight and Puerto Rico and Canada, 3 in a row. I love to see our international audience joining us. And then last but certainly not least, here in the ATL with me, we have Devanya. So welcome everyone. We are so excited that you are able to hang out with us tonight. We are going to be talking all things kindness, manners, and how, I always get the stories out. So we're going to be learning how this educator has been able to become a published author and, published books. And I think he's incorporated his family. So super excited to hear his story. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring Jeff Kubiak up right now. Hi, Jeff. How are you?
Hello, hello, my friend. I am well. How about yourself?
I am good. Excited to be chatting with you tonight.
This is epic. I mean, Canada, Trinidad, Bahamas, Australia. How you going, mates? Hong Kong. I mean, this is epic. Epic.
I know. I love it. I get excited every week just to see that our audience is worldwide. So it's
Yeah,
super exciting.
very cool.
Yes, and so we're going to jump right into the conversation. For those of you who this may be your first time with us, I am nosy, right? So I always like to hear the story. How did you get from most of us in education start off as teachers? And so, how did you get from where you are or where you started to where you are right now as a very successful published author? Give us the deets.
Yeah, well, I taught grades 4, 5, and 6 for 10 years and then kind of moved to the path of administrator. But I loved to write and to blog. And my blogs turned into longer stuff. Then you get into, Twitter chats and doing guest blogs and stuff like that. And excuse me, um, I really I like to incorporate things like kindness and compassion and empathy um, into all the work I do. And then I started forming kindness clubs at school,
Mm,
and um, and then back uh, a while ago, I thought, we could always use a little bit more kindness in the world. And that led me to my first book. And, I love writing. It was hard for me as a kid until sixth grade. I had this epic teacher um, who really instilled a sense of curiosity and ignited this huge fire. And I love teaching writing, and I love listening to writing. The students at our school, just writing is so amazing. And so um, I thought, you know what, the world needs a little bit more kindness. Let's do it. And so I came up with my first book, One Drop of Kindness. And from there, it kind of bloomed, blossomed, and grew into, where I am now.
yeah, so we're going to talk about that infusing and bringing kindness into the world. And of course, I'm going to want to hear more about this kindness club that you started at your school. So let's jump right into some of the strategies. Like, how did you decide that, you know, I'm going to start not only teaching kindness to my students, but helping other educators, helping other people to teach kindness as well? Like, what made that light bulb go off that let you know that you had to share this message with the world?
Well, our world can always use more kindness, right? And I think you turn on the news and you're typically filled with crummy weather, crummy news. We got wars. Just there's enough, right? And so,
Yeah.
and also, when you work in a certain school, certain demographics, like they go home to enough crud, right? And so, like, why not bring it to a place where you got the love and the kindness and empathy and compassion, and let's just start teaching that and incorporating that. And if you kind of build it into your DNA of your classroom and your school,
Yeah.
then that's how it becomes part of what you do. And I think we take it for granted sometimes, Erica, that, oh yeah, everyone can be kind or have manners. And it's like, no, like everyone's too busy. We've forgotten all these things, right? And so,
Yes.
I think if we're intentional about what we're doing, then we can really make it happen. So, that's kind of my philosophy of how I got that going.
Yeah, so tell us, how can we as educators not take for granted that our kids are going to automatically come to us and treat each other with kindness, but instead be intentional with teaching them kindness? What can we do?
Well, it's all about reps, right? Teaching and learning is all about reps. Like the more reps we have, the more we build our basal ganglia, and that's where our habit making decisions are formed, not in our prefrontal cortex. That's kind of the decisions. And so these habits have got to have repetitions. And so, how do I present in front of my students? Am I flustered? Do I take a minute to respond and to pause? Or am I intentionally calm? Am I intentionally, oh, yes, please, thank you, may I? And the more about this we embed it into what we're doing, and it becomes over and over, just like our math facts, and just like doing the correct grammar and punctuation and walking in the hallways, right? And yeah, and I see these questions. I'll get to the kindness clubs, I promise. But so it's building blocks, and it's intentional, and it's reps over and over until it becomes normal to say, oh, please, Erica, may I please borrow? Erica, may I please use? Erica, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry, Erica, I bumped into you. Thank you for that, Erica, right? And so it's common. It's like those words are always clicking, just the manners wise. And then, oh gosh, Erica, I'm sorry, you can go ahead of me in line. Or, oh, you dropped your pencil, let me help you pick it up. it, we model this, right? And now, as
Right.
a vice principal, the kids see me every day walking around picking up garbage, right? The kids see me smiling and throwing a ball back and joining in, and doing these things. And it becomes part of what they're doing, no matter if they go home to something that, it's not what we are.
Right.
um, they come back and they know, okay, this is my safe place. Mr. K is going to smile at me today. He's going to tell me thank you, and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I
Got all
love
excited.
that. Yes, and I love the model. Like modeling is so important. Modeling, like just around the board, modeling our thinking, modeling, we model strategies all the time as we teach. And so modeling kindness is so important as well. And so specifically, like we keep getting questions about this kindness club. So let's talk about it, right? Because they are just popping up in the chat. Tell us about
Okay.
the Kindness Club. What is it? How did you get this idea for the Kindness
Yeah. So
Club?
one of my first years as a principal, I, I was thinking, like, how can we spread more kindness? And my first book is called One Drop of Kindness, and so spreading drops, right? And so
Mhm.
I brought I just made it open to my top two grades, the fifth and sixth graders, invited people in to call the Kindness Club. Um, and it started off maybe 3 or 4 kids. And then by the end of the year, there's 40 or 50, right?
Mhm.
And the first couple, we met every week, and we met at their lunch. And so first it was led by me. Then a couple of students started initiating, right? They had ideas, they take it over. And so that's what we do as teachers and leaders, right? We get them to do things. So we would do random acts of kindness, just start off small things like sticky notes to teachers or to friends. Then we
Mm.
painted kindness rocks, and if you picked up a kindness rock that was hidden, you brought it to the office, you got like a ticket, right, for a prize or something. um, and random acts. And so we might walk around and hand out little treats or things. We would clean the garden, pick up garbage. And then it started becoming community wide, right? We would do clothing drives and jacket drives, and things to the community. And so now our kindness club was, our whole community was becoming this. Wow, it's feeding, and it's really, yeah, it's transformational. The drops are falling everywhere. And if I challenge Erica to do one thing, Erica, you challenge two people to do something, all of a sudden it's viral, right? And it's the domino effect, or whatever you want to call it. And it goes everywhere. And then the students are leading now. Not I'm just kind of facilitating and hanging out and watching, and maybe gathering the paints or doing this. They are the ones. So it's yes, Reynard, completely transformational. And that's how you transform a culture and a climate of schools. And even it works in neighborhoods and communities. You see it all the time, right?
Yes, and so Raynard called it transformational. I want to talk about the impact of like teaching kindness, of starting this kindness club. Like, how did it transform, using his word? How did it transform your school, or what impact did you see in the lives of students?
So kids are going to kind of follow, kind of we're pack animals, right? Or they're followers, and they start to see. And so when you become amassed with children that are being kind and speaking kind to others, and when they mess up they own it and they reflect and they apologize and they do community service, whatever, it just starts to be the way people
Mhm.
are. Parents walk into school and they are, smiling, and then the kids do, and the teachers are, and you walk into a classroom and, oh, excuse me, can I get you that, or hey, would you like to go first, and it's not fake, it's intentional,
Mhm.
it's how they are, and it's how they want to be, because
Yes.
if I'm kind to you, I feel better about myself.
Mhm.
And then I see Erica being kind to someone, and it's like, gosh, I'm feeling so good. And so we want to challenge our kids to do the right things, and we want them to be good citizens and decision makers, and this is all part of what it is. And so why can't we have this culture? Then we build those academic skills, those, critical thinking skills, and all coding skills and the business skills, whatever it is. But why can't we do it in a kind way? Why can't we use manners? And why can't we be empathetic, compassionate learners and listeners, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that is awesome. Love, love, love it. And so for someone that is watching right now and they're like, I want to be more intentional about teaching kindness, what is like a step that they can implement tomorrow? Like, what's an action that they can take to just kind of start being intentional about teaching kindness at their school or with their students?
Right. So, if we look at kind of, the book, Manners, right? Monsters have manners. And at our school, we have a please, like a manners month, really. So we do, and you can break this anyway, but, a please day, thank you day, I'm sorry day, excuse me day, right? And you do it over and over. It's fun, it's engaging, it's game based, and then you're rewarding because everything seems so um bought into it, and it's easy, right? So you're modeling, and you got a song with it, and an understanding of the power of using the word please. And perhaps you want to collect a bunch of Legos into a jar because you're hearing please all day, right? And then boom, at the end of the day or end of the week, they can make, a Lego wall, and you're going to build this big, please palace or whatever it is. And and so, but you have to repeat it, it's got to be repetitional. And so then on the thank you day, you're posting thank you notes, and here, Erica, here's your paperback. Oh, I that's great that you gave me that, but let's try that again. Can you use the power of please or the power of thank you? Oh, thank you for this. And you're modeling, and kids are doing it, and then they're starting to hear it over and over. And now we see smiley faces everywhere. Oh, excuse me. And you start modeling, like, you drop something and push in front and they trip. Ah, right? And so now they've got please, they got thank you, they got I'm sorry, they've got excuse me. And we don't want to force this, but when it starts to become organic and
Right.
natural and over and fun based, engaging, right? Yeah. So now you've got all these different things. You're building, Lego pleases. You're got sticky notes everywhere, and also, too, like, Erica, how does it make you feel when George told you that he really thinks you have a nice smile? Wow, that made me feel really good. How did it
Yes, it
feel
does.
when someone picked up your book? God, I really like that. It was really kind of cool because it was heavy. Someone bumped into me and hurt me. And you start to get the feel, right? So now we got the empathy and the compassion because, oh, that person didn't do that. Let's add that. So now we have the I think, I feel. Now we have the empathy. Now we have the words, and it's all coming together. And it's it's not, it's inventing the ball. It's doing things that sometimes we forget to do.
Right.
But when you're the teacher and you're the leader and those kids are watching you, if you're pleasing all day and you're thank youing all day and you're excusing me all day in a kind way, then it's built in.
Yes, and it becomes authentic. I love that word. And so tell us about this new book, Monsters Have Manners.
So the fun thing about this is it is a story. I don't know if people can see this or not, right? So
Yes.
and then if you can kind of see at the bottom, there's this other kid there. His name is Braden. Well, that's my boy. So Monsters Have Manners was developed by my son. He used to draw monster books, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to show you something really cool because no one has seen this yet.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So when my kid was 8, 9, and 10, he made books, literally made books.
Oh,
And they were monsters
wow.
books about his was math, right?
Yeah.
And so he's got this monster. This is a second grader, mind you, right here.
Yes.
And so he's got these pages of monsters loving math. And so he developed it. And then after my first and second book, he's like, Dad, can we do a book? And I was like, dude, let's. And so
yes.
hundreds and hundreds of monster sketches that he did over the years, right? And they became part of the book. And so it's just a fun way for us to kind of teach and learn manners. This kid he can't grasp manners. He's not using them. He wants to be a monster and he thinks he's a monster. And in his world, no one uses manners. Those monsters are mean and scary. Rah. But little does he know, our little monsters are modeling friendship. They're so lovely and they're kind and they're doing the right thing next door to him. So he's got a messy room. Look at that monster's room. Spotless, right?
Yes.
And the neat thing too is that it's full. So if you look at a couple of these little pictures here, those are the actual sketches that Braden did.
Yeah.
Those are his. And so it's a fun story. And then it's got some, resources and stuff at the end, but it's a cute way. We got kids thinking that monsters are mean, but the monsters are doing the right thing. And, once again, modeling, right? And intentional. So.
Yes. And so I also know that there are some special features that go along with the book. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah.
Like this huge secret, guys. It's phenomenal.
So one of our little friends with our partnership of Quiver Vision, these monsters come to life. And you click on the QR code and all of a sudden you can color our little guy and he's going to clean up your room. He does the little cleanup game and I got the cleanup song coming out soon. But so it's interactive. It's fun. You got these images that were illustrated by a kid, my son, and then I wrote it in a collaboration project. So it's fun. It's awesome. It's just proud.
Yes. I did a children's book with my daughter. Isn't it like the greatest feeling to see how creative they can be as kids? Like it just blows your mind. It blows your mind. And so Claudia says that she can't wait to get her order. For those that are watching now or watching the replay, and they're like, I got to get my hands on this book. Tell us, where can they go to get it?
Looks like it can go to Amazon, right?
It looks like you can go to Amazon. Yes. And so it is available on Amazon. And when they want to learn more about you, learn more about how to teach kindness, where can they find you?
So one of the neat things is on my website, I like to give, right? And I know what it's like. Teachers are amazing. Teachers are the magicians of the world.
Yes.
And, I taught fourth, fifth, and sixth, and God bless you, K-3 teachers. Like, oh my heck, the patience you have. But so on my website, jeffkubiak.com, there's resources, right? And so I have these little kindness cards, right? And you can just print them off. Maybe it'll say like, here, give 3 people compliments today, or smile when I see you. You're ultra awesome, right? So these kind of things. And there's all sorts of different resources that are free there, of course. And then, of course, all the books are there. I'm on Twitter. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. All those kind of all your socials. And people can get in touch with me, and I'll get back in touch with you quick. I love to collaborate with teachers. I love to do visits to school, either via Zoom or in person. I love teaching. I love books. I love reading. Picture books are the most incredible thing to me. And one of the neat things too is like, this is all like, it's easy stuff to model. We got kindness club, kindness rocks, kindness drops, I feel statements, and we got manners. And the neat thing about teacher goals is they've got it all enveloped, right? And helping us wrap and deliver it. And so I'm blessed, and I can tell, you can tell that I'm a little bit excited about it. So.
And we are so excited as well. So excited about the book, and even more excited to hear in the upcoming weeks how our community is implementing kindness. We got some ideas in the chat where people have shared how they're implementing kindness. And so super excited to share that. But we have had such a great conversation tonight. I want to end with just any final words of wisdom, like when it comes to teaching kindness, teaching manners. What can you share with us?
Well, make it fun, obviously, and make it real. Like, is that how you actually are? Okay, is it or not? I don't know, but like it. And get ideas from the kids. We need to learn from our students, right? Just as much as they learn from us. And so, get the ideas from them. Ask them, and then for like the kindness club, especially, like, let them take it over. You are checking it out, but like, let them take it over. Give them the power, empower them to make these amazing choices. And yes, Patricia, I'm so glad you used picture books in middle school. Picture books need to be mandated in middle and high school, because picture books tell stories that nothing else does, and it really helps that brain. So
Yes, and one thing I thought about from earlier with the Kindness Club, that I think is very wise, is that even though you said you only had like 3 or 4, a handful of students, and you went ahead and started it anyways. And so I think that's so important that, for teachers to understand, like, you can start small. Don't think you got to have 10, 20, 30, 40 kids in order to get started. Like, it started with 3 or 4, and from there it just grew.
Yeah, I mean, it takes one.
Yes.
It really does. It really does.
Yes. So that is awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us
Of course.
tonight.
What about maybe
so much? Yes. And so, as promised, we have a huge giveaway tonight. And so Jeff is giving away some copies of Monsters Have Manners. And have you already decided who's gonna win? Like, how are we doing this? It's been such a long time since we've had a giveaway. I'm excited.
Oh my God, are you putting the pressure on me?
I am putting the pressure on you.
I'm gonna close my eyes and click on 3 amazing names in the chat.
Okay, so I told you guys, I gave you the warning up front. Like, make sure you get in this chat.
Yes. My friend Patricia Cuna.
Yes.
Boom. You're gonna get a copy. So make sure that Erica, we get her details. I don't know how to do that.
Yes. So Patricia, you are a winner.
Okay. Closing my eyes again. Bernard. Oh, sorry. B. Raynard Smith. B. Raynard Smith.
Yes. So B. Rainer Smith, you are one of our winners tonight.
All right. And
And
our
we have one
one
more.
more. Lakishna Neely. Is that how I pronounce it? Lakishna Neely.
I see her right here.
Yeah, she joined
Lakishna
us.
from the
Bahamas.
Bahamas.
Okay, it
All
might take a little while
right.
to get there, my friend, but we'll get you the book.
Yes. All right. So we will make sure that we follow up with each one of our winners, or if you're still on, if you could send us like a D. Oh, here we go. If you can email us at contact@teachergoals.com, then we will be able to get those books out to you. So all of our winners, please send an email with your contact information to contact@teachergoals.com. And we will get those books out to you. So that was fun and exciting. Thank you so much for being willing to share and give away some books tonight. This was such a great conversation. And so I just want to thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Elena, for getting that contact at Teacher Goals email for everyone. And thank you guys. Contact me, contact Erica. What an amazing night. Thanks for having me on your show. It's awesome.
Yes, thank you for joining us. And so before you go, I want to make sure that we give the opportunity for people to ask questions. So if you have any questions, now is the time for you to go ahead and put them in the chat. I have a few comments that stood out to me. And so Patricia said that she loves incorporating books with themes about kindness as mentor text. Can't wait to add this one. Well, she is going to be adding it. So great. Yeah, so glad that she was the winner. But yes, using this book as a mentor text is a great idea.
Fantastic.
Yes, I wanted to shout out Kathy, who has a kindness box in her class. And so that seems like it's a very great idea. I would love to learn more about what's in that kindness box, but I thought that was just a great strategy.
Sure, yeah.
Yes. Patricia says she has something similar. They call it the Peacemakers Club. So
Love it. Love it.
I love that as well. And then S. Henson says, as an art teacher, she held a contest where students drew up caught in the act stickers, which were awarded by admin and teachers for students who had shown kindness. So that is another great strategy. Yep. And I love that name as well, Caught in the Act.
Mm-hmm. That's fantastic.
Yes.
And Janet has a grandson that's a teacher. Nice job, Janet.
Yes. And so I'm going through. Patricia has a question. She says, any suggestions on where to start as far as publishing a book?
So yeah, you know, my only background is in picture books, right? So write. I don't have any art skills, so you get a friend to sketch, at least get some sketches in there and just start sending them out, you know. Send out your manuscript, send it out. But also share. You've got to share. It's just like, you know, we want our students to share with others to get feedback. Share with your friends. Have them add it. Have them add ideas. Have them be empathetic and think about things. But then you've got to be brave and send it out. You know, my first book, I got rejected about 25 times. Got to keep going. But yeah, you can also, you know, email me, jeff@jeffkubiak.com. And I'd love to help you more. But just the thing about writing a book is you have to start writing. You just go. Like a lot of people, I want to write a book. What do you got to do? Well, you got to start writing first, and just let it go. So do not be afraid to ask for help.
Absolutely. Love that advice.
Great question.
Yes, great question. Love that advice. And I love that you shared, like you were so transparent about the fact that it was like, no. And then finally you got that yes, and look where you are today, right? Yeah. So definitely don't let the no stop you, people. Keep moving forward. It is so important. So important. And so I think I got all of the questions
Okay.
that I see.
Yeah, I
If
don't see
there
any
is
more.
anyone else,
Bueller, anyone else?
uh, yes, so I think I got everything. And so we are going to call that the night. We are so thankful to have you here. Thankful for the books that you gave away. Super excited to just see you continue to grow and continue for Monsters Have Manners. Like, oh, I'm just excited, even just about all of the features with Quiver. And so I can't wait to hear how our community is using this in their classroom. So super excited about that.
Awesome.
All right, there you have it, folks. Monsters Have Manners. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I just realized that I never put myself back on the screen. That's funny. And so Kimberly says, where do you get the book?
I think we had that link up.
Yes, we had that link up earlier, but you can find it on Amazon. And I will make sure I put that link up as well once I find it again. Here is one. You could get it off of the Teacher Goes website. So teachergoes.com/monsters have manners Amazon. And then there was also, here we go, the direct link on Amazon. I have put it up there. So I will leave that link up so that you guys could see it. But that's where you get Monsters Have Manners. Yes. All right. And so with that being said, I want to make sure I do not leave without inviting you all to join us. I think it's like the last week, or maybe next week is the last week. But if you have not already checked out the Teacher Goes Cruise, I need you guys to do it. We are partnering with Teacher Heart Out for a conference this summer, and we are going to be on a cruise, and I would love to meet and see you guys there. The Teacher Goes family is going to be there, and so to get more information about that, go to teachergoes.com/cruise and go ahead and secure your spot, because I want to meet you. I even think we have some plans to do a podcast episode while we're there, and so I would love to see you guys on that cruise.
I want to try to stow away for that. Man, that sounds epic.
Yes. Yes, super excited. And I just love like these. I don't know if you're in the comments right now, but Kathy says she just ordered hers.
Cool.
Yes, so that is just so awesome. And then Kimberly says, wow. Janet says, thank you. Great show. Joe says that this has been great, and I agree. This has been a wonderful show. I'm so excited that you were able to come on with us. Thank you so much. And thank you all for joining us tonight. We appreciate you. Appreciate you spending time with us. And we will be back next Thursday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we will see you there. Have a great week, everyone.
Thank you, Erica.
Thank you.